welcome to another episode of Lucklight Plays. We're continuing our run-through of Final Fantasy III for the Nintendo. I'm going to actually start by changing my jobs, since I can, in this version, you can do that pretty much right away. What you have to do first is you have to remove all your equipment, like we did in the last time, and then we head to job, and we can do it. Now, changing jobs works a little bit different from the DS/Steam version. I'm just going to call it the DS version from now on, so I don't have to rattle it out. In the DS version, it gives you like a penalty to your stats for a few battles. In this one, there's no such thing, but it does cost you capacity, which you gain like a currency after battles. So that kind of prevents you from changing your jobs too much, because you need to replenish your currency there of capacity. So, as you level up the job and your abilities increase, the cost will go down. So this 8 is what it costs, but as you improve your jobs, it'll switch. So we're actually going to start by making me the Lofty Fighter. You'll see that I became the FF1 fighter. I'm very happy about that, apparently. And we're going to make Roll the Monk. And he is super happy about that too. And we will make Kami the... usually I would put a Thief in here, but that choice is not available to me in the NES version. So, we're going to start with a... We'll start with a Red Wizard. Now, the Red Wizard actually isn't so grand, because his stats are pretty low, so he won't last quite as long as the other jobs. And we'll get Black Mage too. And he becomes the traditional, standard black. Well, they're called Black Wizards in this one, but I call them Black Mages. So we can re-equip our weapons. Probably gonna have to restock. But we can put our gear on at least. And we'll throw him a knife. And we will re-equip our cloth armor. And he is good with no weapons because he is a monk. He fights with his fists, as you would expect. And we'll give him a knife as well. And we'll stick him with some armor. Actually, I'll put shields on him too for now. Although that's going to switch rather soon. Okay. So I'm actually going to go to town. And we're going to head to, could head to the inn. Or we could head over here to these ponds. That's a reviving pond. If any of my characters die, I can revive there. And this one is the healing one. And that'll give you a nice heal. Now, before I do anything in this town, talk to anybody, whatever. Oh yeah, and there's no run button either, which is a shame. We're gonna head back into the cave, because there are some unexplored areas. One of which is right here. And that'll give me plenty of money to work with. And also we can face off against these puny goblins. And now that I have jobs, they will drop even faster than they did before. Yeah, unlike the first game, or the remake rather, the Young and Knight job is really not as viable as the Freelancer job was that you started off with. It's actually rather weak. It can use like up to a certain amount of equipment, but it can use the best equipment, which is strange. And the stat boost will increase tremendously near the end, but I don't think we'll ever hit that level. But in the remake rather, you actually can unlock the Young and Knight job through a side quest. In the DS version, it involved sending Mognet emails with friends who had the game, so which means if you were the only one who had the game, you're pretty much SOL. in the Steam version, and I believe the iOS version is the same way. I don't own an iPhone. I'm an Android user. If you don't like that, yeah, whatever. The Steam version, rather, it's just, it goes off of the bestiary. Later on you can access a bestiary. It's always tallying, but you can actually view it like much later on. And when you hit, I think, 25%, which isn't that hard if you're, you know, going for keeps, going for completion, you'll get a mail from an NPC, and he'll tell you, like, some kids went missing here in this particular cave, by the way, and you can unlock the Onion Knight job, which again is kind of pitiful until right near the end, and then it gives you the best attribute stats. Which your attributes, your strength, your vitality, etc., are not based on your level. Well, alright, they are to a point. But your level, your job is what really entails what your stats are. So if, you know, say, you know, Shade's my Black Mage, and we get him to level 20, and we switch him to a Warrior, and my Warrior, Luck, he is also level 20. They will have the same attributes, despite, you know, growing up on two different paths. So, the only thing that you can really max out using, you know, proper job changes or whatever is your hit points. Having a job with the best vitality will give you more hit points than if you did not. But really, they give you a lot of leeway on that. Like, I could pretty much wait till the end game to really worry about such things, and I'd be fine. I could still max out my hit points. But maxing out your hit points is really not super important. So nothing really we have to worry about. And the other cool thing about Final Fantasy III, in any version, is the fact that you can equip weapons in either hand right from the get-go, honestly. But you're going to want to pay attention to your attack value. You'll notice that him having one nunchuck kind of nullifies your left arm, your left hand, so he's only going to swing that nunchuck, and then that's it. So we're going to keep him on two fists. The nunchuck will only be good until, like, a certain point, and then, you know, eventually your hands will be better than having that simple nunchuck. Because the nunchuck's attack power never increases, your fists do, based on your level. So, there's that. So I'm going to give our Black Mage the sleep spell, for obvious reasons. And the cool thing about this is you can also hit swap. Swap will, obviously, swap your magic with any person, so if I wanted, you know, to turn Roll into a Black Mage, I use swap on him, all the spells that Shade had would go to Roll, all the Roll's spells will go to Shade. Very cool. And if you want to turn your spells back into an item, you can hit item. You'll never lose your spells if you decide to unequip them, which is very awesome. So, and you'll notice that it says like Monk Skill 1, that's your job level, and as that increases, your jobs will become stronger and use less capacity to switch. So I think that is just the general gist of what we're going to deal with in this game. So after this episode, grinding will be off screen, as always. Storyline will be on screen, as always. And this game probably will take a while, because you know, it is a Final Fantasy game and there's a lot to it. Hopefully with the cutting of the levels, the level grinding. Press B to use an item, for example, try using a potion on me. Bidding. He's very happy. Please take this, Echo Herb. But we may take a break in between. There is a couple of other... Isn't there a sword command? That's trash. I guess you can't sword. Not in this one. Spiritual capacity is needed to use the jobs granted by the crystals. I had no idea you would be chosen. Don't let the power of the heart... Don't let their power... Don't let your hearts of light go to waste. Begin your journey. Just get out of here. They also don't have the same kind of, storyline as the remake. You know, it's not 4 characters with different kind of personalities. You're just kind of 4 boys, and they pretty much stop talking pretty soon, actually. There's some potions. With this version, I don't have to worry about a bestiary, because I've been working on that. Oop. Yeah, monsters appear in town. By the way, monsters appear in town in this particular town. Later on. I'm picking flowers. I just picked a potion. And this game is pretty notorious for hiding items in bushes and stuff, which I don't think happened in the first game. Not so sure about the second one, and I know it happened a lot in 4, but I think we get the first taste of it here in this particular version. Oop, didn't mean to walk out. So we can stock up on weapons and stuff here, but first I'm gonna go and grab the cure spell out of that storehouse, because it has other things in it as well, and no sense in buying things only if you're going to end up, you know, picking them up right here. Especially more swords for our characters here. And I believe your job level, I'm not sure how it works in this version, but I'm pretty sure your job level will give you more hits. You'll notice that when I swing, it'll say 2 hits, because I have 2 weapons on. Later on, it'll increase a lot. By the end of the game, pulling 32 hits is a really satisfying thing. Mainly because your character animates. Your character will go... like it just keep... You'll see the sword just swing out like 32 times, and it's just so cool. Like, it takes a while, but it is rather pleasing to watch. And there are some classes that kind of make it real easy to swing your weapon. And the thing about this game right now is, I did build a balanced party, 1 person for each job. And you can really go any way you want, and you could probably make it viable. Like, you could take 4 attack characters. Oops, sorry, I'm shooting through things there. Candle farthest from the right is a switch for hidden door. Switch is right there. And unlike the remake, you can't zoom in to find secrets. You're kind of stuck with actually finding them on your own. Alright, so I found some leather armor. So we'll put that on my body. And apparently he just never put on his stuff, because I'm a dope. So there you go. Have some stuff. Put on... Or he can't use the longsword. In other versions he can. So I'll just give him some daggers. Now also, in this version, this door would have stayed open. Well, there's a switch there too. So anyway, I believe there's one more thing. Potion. Okay. So that finishes this area. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna buy some stuff, and I'm gonna finish stocking up, and we'll be ready to really officially start our journey right here in this mess. So I hope you join me for that. I'm probably gonna go grind a little bit, just to get that over with. So I will be a little bit stronger on the next episode. But I don't think too much. I think our options are very limited at this point, for obvious reasons, since we're just started. But things will start becoming more and more diverse as we go. But either way, I hope you join me for that. My name is Lucklight, thank you for watching, and have a good one.